Gallagher is with us now. Congressman, should we place restrictions on military aid to Israel?
No. There's no purpose for this. Israel's already complying with international law, going above and beyond to do so. So I fear this is not only posturing on the part of progressive Democratic politicians, but also a manifestation of the increasing pressure that's being placed on Israel as we have continuing calls for a ceasefire to go longer and longer. We know that every day a ceasefire continues, international pressure will grow greater on Israel. Hamas will go stronger. And so we need to resist this movement. Israel is already following international law. Hamas, meanwhile, has slaughtered thousands of innocent civilians. Hamas right now is using innocent civilians as human shields. And the president, while flirting with these restrictions on Israel, has it within his power to put sanctions on Hamas for this barbaric practice of using human shields, because a bill that we've passed in Congress, and yet he refuses to do so. So we need to resist this effort to hamstring Israel while continuing our support of Israel in their efforts to destroy Hamas.
Israel says Hamas has just broken the ceasefire. Now, this may interfere with the hostage deal, but you're not happy with the terms of the deal anyway. Do you think Hamas has already, I mean, you're not happy with the hostage deal exchange here, right?
Well, obviously you have nothing, your heart goes out to the families who are being reunited with their loved ones. And I'm sure if it were my kids, all I would be focused on is getting my kids home. I completely understand that. But as I read the deal, we were supposed to see the Red Cross visiting some of the hostages. That didn't happen. Hamas was not supposed to separate mothers from their children. That didn't happen. And now we have reports they violated other aspects of the ceasefire. There's also just the asymmetry. 3 hardened terrorists for every 1 innocent Israeli civilian, including kids, young women that are being released. So there's just no moral equivalence here. And then there's the broader issue of, I worry that a ceasefire is going to become indefinite. It will allow Hamas to stay intact. And again, that pressure will build, and American support for Israel will flag and will allow Hamas to remain in control of Gaza, from which it can further threaten the existence of Israel and kill as many Jews as possible.
Yeah, apart from diplomacy and apart from hostages, hostage taking, is Israel actually winning on the ground?
I do think so. It's not going to be easy, right? This is going to be a long, long operation. All the more reason that we need to be steadfast in our support. But the IDF has been successful in wresting control of northern Gaza from Hamas terrorists and conducting effective coordination between ground units and air units. As Israeli forces have advanced, we've also seen a decrease in rocket attacks from northern Gaza. However, they're now in the midst of dealing with the dual challenge of rooting out an entrenched Hamas force from their underground tunnel network, which I will remind you was built using humanitarian funds that were intended to improve the quality of life for Gazan civilians, not wage war, and Israel's preparing for urban warfare. So not going to be easy, but with our support, I think they can get the job done. But we got to remain committed to dismantling Hamas.
Got it. Congressman Mike Gallagher, thanks very much indeed, sir. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you.